lower level.
Okay.
All right, so let me. It's showtime.
All right.
Scooch you over here. Grand Rising, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the Hour of Power broadcast. And like always, we're going to spend the first minute or so and we're going to do a little sound check and make sure that this is coming out live on White Rose Community Channel 16 and 18, as well as going out live to Facebook as well. So take this due diligence, take this time right now. Go ahead and grab a pen, grab a pad. It's going to be some information we're going to give out. I'm very, very pleased to have our guest for this particular day, Carrie from Find Toby. So I'm going to do my sound check. Live. There I go. I'm sounding beautiful, wonderful. And so now I'm sending this out to @followers. Facebook better wish they never did that one. So I'm sending this out to everybody. So this is a call-in program. You can feel free to call in. The number is on the bottom of the screen there, 717-846-5067. So like I said, share that out to everyone there in Facebook land. Make sure the green screen is everything's good. So, like I said, this is Ptah Shakur. This is the beginning of the program. And like always, I believe in affirmations. Anytime you say I am, whatever you put behind I am is what you positively charge yourself to be. So we always want to make sure that we're speaking in the positive. So my affirmation is a bit of my opening and kind of share a little bit about me. So I know my place in truth. I know what I am in truth. I know how I serve in truth. I'm free. I'm free. I'm free. I'm in the upper room. God is, God is, God is. I, Ptah Shakur, I pledge to always look for the best in each and every circumstance and in each and every one, especially starting from myself. I come from love, I am love, and I choose to look at the world through the lens of love. I commit myself to choosing the upper room towards vibrating at the highest level possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm free, I'm free, I'm free. Behold, I make all things new. So you can make sure you can write that affirmation down. You can actually use that one for yourself. It's good to kind of say that in your sleep state before you start your day, or even at night before you even, when you finish your day, to make sure that you're revved up in the most positive charged energy. So make sure you spread love and light. So let's do what we can to create this heaven on earth. We know we're living in some really turbulent times, so this is time for us to make sure that we're sending love, light, and peace out to everyone. And so that's what this particular program is for. This is the Hour of Power broadcast. It was started by Sharif Ahmed, and so this is for the community. So if you have any youth out there, we want to hear from our youth. We hear so much about how the negative things in our community that our youth are involved in. However, we know there's some youth that are doing some wonderful things, whether they're going away to college or going into the armed forces or even moving into some entrepreneurial ideas. We want to hear from you. We want to hear varying different opinions. We have a wonderful different guests that have been on this program. And so this is your program. So you can make sure you, like I said, call in 717-846-5067. Or you go ahead and make a comment there on Facebook, and we'll make sure that we're trying to get into that. But before I continue, we want to give a shout out to the Pecan Tree here in York, Pennsylvania. Got some wholesome food. We want to make sure that we highlight different businesses going on in the city that's doing wonderful works, as well as our sons and daughters, which I'm here to represent as well. We have all your bath and body products there at the Central Market in York, Pennsylvania. Please come check us out every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Sea moss. We got all the. We actually moved into different type of teas, mushroom coffee, and different type of health modalities that we moved into, as well as the Giver of Light holistic services, which you all heard me on this program speak about before. There at 1224. South Queen Street. But without further ado, it's 8:04. This is an hour-long broadcast, so we're going to start promptly right at 9 o'clock. I found out in order for it to get on TikTok, it has to be less than an hour, so we're going to make sure that we're doing our due diligence with that particular time frame. But without further ado, I'm going to give you a little backstory, everybody. This is my wonderful dog here. This is Mocha. This is her first time being on screen. So she's very, very energetic. She's getting used to the cameras and everything. And so I had a brief scare. Anybody who's been on my Facebook page realized that my beloved Mocha actually found a way to escape out of our yard. And so I woke up from my sleep. It was about maybe about 2 months ago. I was sleeping in the late evening hours and got phone calls. Anybody seen the dog? So of course we panic. And anyone who has it's like losing a child, like for real. Like my heart and everything was going through the roof. And how the story happened is I can get her whenever you're ready. So I went to the local park area that's near my home. And how luck would have it, I was speaking to a man and woman who was walking through the park, and I said, "Did you happen to see a golden doodle out?" And they said, "No, we haven't." But they said, "Could you check the Find Toby app?" She said, "I had my dog and I lost my dog, and got on the Find Toby app and I found my dog within an hour." So, due diligence, I went on, I made the phone call, got on Facebook and everything, and within 45 minutes, everybody. Within 45 minutes, my phone rang, and a wonderful individual sent me a picture and said, "Is this your dog?" And so within about 3-4 hours or so, the wonderful police officer ended up bringing the dog back to me. So very, very pleased with that. But we have a representative from Find Toby. So you can just tell a little bit about yourself, what's your name, and just
Sure.
tell.
I'm Carrie, and I have been with Find Toby, oh my gosh, years. I don't even know how many at this point. I do more of our boots on the ground field support. So I would be out hanging flyers, setting up food stations, doing the actual trapping if we need to go that route. And then we have a whole another group of volunteers that do all of the page, which you have up. They do the postings, fundraising, and any of the media announcements. So we have a big group of, I think in total, 50, give or take, for all the different committees.
Wow.
It's a big group. Yeah, it's a bigger group.
And so, and you correct me, and if you can see the screen there, it says I'm trying to take my glasses off, just a little glare is messing with me. But you see that the information that I have kind of behind me there is the Find Toby app, and we'll make sure we'll put some more information on the comments screen as well, so you can get in contact with you all. So it's Find Toby NPA. So how far does the span or the reach go?
So our 50 are basically South Central PA.
Okay.
We will post on the page for anywhere. So North Carolina, California, if somebody sends it in, any type of animal or missing person, we'll also do missing persons.
Okay.
Yep. So anything like that goes on there, but we are South Central PA based if you need us boots on the ground.
Beautiful, beautiful. And how did it come about, or when did it become?
So it started, Find Toby in PA is about 11 years old, originated in 2012. Someone had actually lost Toby.
Okay.
Facebook, has been popular for a while, but I think it was a woman lost a dog, so she created a group to raise awareness. And in those 3 weeks that it took for her to be reunited, she saw the amount of the community posting like dogs. We have a lot of doodles, so you might have got a few that looked like that but weren't your dogs. So she saw the value in that and didn't want to turn it off, wanted somebody to continue with that passion and reuniting pets, and looked for someone else to take it over. So that's the group that does it now. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful work. And then how is the finances kind of set up? Is is it like a nonprofit, or how do you?
So we are a 501c3.
Okay.
So our social media presence is Facebook and the Find Toby NPA page. So if you go over to our website, findtobynpa.org, that's going to give you our history, and you'll see a Smart for Paws logo. That's our 501c3 fundraising piece of the org. So it's also a helpful spot too if you are needing some help or looking for information. The website has that 24/7. It just doesn't have the lost and found and sightings that you see on Facebook. It's really the only difference. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And so you do have something taking place for Halloween. I'm trying to.
We do.
My screen is my internet's kind of slow right now. So you can tell us a little about what you have planned coming up.
We do, yeah. So we have little flyers that are available on the Find Toby Facebook page. If you have a lost pet, it's a great little printout that you can have. It's our logo on the back. You can put a printout of your pet and your contact information on the other side. and you can tape it to your candy that you're handing out. It's just another form of getting that information out there and hopefully getting that sighting that you need.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can everybody that can see on our viewership area, so I got some eyeballs in here right now. Like I said, this is a live call-in show. If you want to call in and learn some more information about this wonderful program, please do, or any type of support, 717-846-5067. And as you can see, I brought my handy-dandy little telescopic TV stand there. So what we have, and we want to, idea is to kind of keep this current and make sure we do what we can to find these missing pets. For instance, what you have on the screen there is it's a cat.
Yes.
You take her for
she can come back in.
Okay.
So that's just a sighting. So someone has a cat that's showing up in their yard, in their neighborhood, and they're posting it to find out if it has an owner, if it's been, potentially left, it's now a stray, and what they can do. So they're trying to find out if they can reunite that with someone, or if not, get some help.
Okay, and this was about 28 minutes ago. And let me finish telling you about my personal story, because I had, within that Find Toby app, I've had so many people to kind of reach out, even after the fact, after we found her. I was so very, very pleased. Like, did you find her? Did you find her? So it just felt like a whole community. It felt like a whole group effort of everybody coming together. Got some little snackies here. I don't know if all right, here we go.
It's that puppy energy.
Yeah, there we go. So,
people care. People truly care. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm learning. Like I was telling you before we started the program, I've been kind of absent of having pets. For me growing up, I was particularly a cat. I called myself a cat person because that's all the experience that I had there was dealing with cats. But I'm kind of coming around a little bit. My wife really, really wanted a dog, and so I was like, I'm going to be the one that have to do everything and take care of everything. We'll take this real quick question. We can finish with the interview. Yes, this is the Hour of Power broadcast. Man, that's who I'm speaking to. You are live on television. Yes, you can be heard. That's who I'm speaking to. Yes, we can hear you.
Hey, Ptah. Hey, how y'all doing?
Doing good, doing well.
Oh, that's good. I wanted to ask, I didn't catch the very beginning, but I wanted to ask the lady, I heard her mention North Carolina because I live in North Carolina. Is this in other states or is it just in Pennsylvania?
So our direct volunteers are only here in South Central PA, but we will post on our page a lost pet anywhere. So we will do Maryland, North Carolina, New York, whatever gets sent in. We are more than happy to get that information out there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so but you don't have anything to do with a chip in the pet or anything like that?
So some of us do have microchip scanners, and we are holding microchip clinics. We just held our first one this year, and we're getting ready to prep for next year. So if you are in the York area, you can keep an eye out on the page, and we're going to hold a few clinics next year if you'd like to get your pet microchipped.
Okay, and the microchip keeps them, like, if they get lost, you can, is it like a serial number? You can find your...
So you would have to have a scanner, and if you can take it to a vet's office, to the SPCA, some of us have them. It's just like a wand, and you take it over the pet. It pops up like a serial number, you're exactly right, where you can backtrack and find that owner. It's not...
Oh, okay. Yeah. The reason why I was asking you, because back in 2014, I think it was, I had a Bichon Frise, and my dog, when my aunt gave him to me, she said he had a chip in him. Mm-hmm. But when I lost him, I called the 1-800 because my aunt gave me all his paperwork. And when I called the 1-800 number, I wasn't able to, they wasn't able to find my dog, but I didn't know anything about a wand or, I didn't know where to take them. Now I'm glad you explained that. You taught me that because I didn't know what to do. I just called the 1-800 number. So now I know you said take it to ASPCA or a vet.
So, nowadays they have GPS collars, which are completely different than a microchip. Yeah. So your microchip is, in essence, kind of like your dog license. It's just another form of identification, but it's not going to lead you to where your pet might be hiding. So they're different.
Oh, okay. But you said what to get again?
So a microchip is in essence kind of like a dog license situation. It's an identifier as long as you register it. Now you've got to go on the website of the manufacturer and put your information in. But
yep, he was registered and everything.
Yeah.
But what you were saying about a collar?
So nowadays they have like GPS air tags. I don't know if you have heard of an air tag. So
no, I never heard of it.
Yeah, that's more of like a GPS mechanism. So if your dog bolts out the door and they have a tag an air tag that's charged, you can maybe get within, I don't know, 20, 30 feet. I've not used one, but it'll lead you to a more direct area that your dog could be in. It's not necessarily identification. Yeah, they're a little different.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate you taking my call.
Absolutely, you're very welcome.
And I got additional information. Are you watching us over Facebook right now?
Yes, and I'm going to get ready to share it with the different groups, a lot of pet groups for you, okay?
Oh, please do. And so what I'll put before I leave tonight, I'll make sure I put some information in the comment, because my son actually got, because we was on the fence. I'm like I said, I'm a new, get my napkin back. I was concerned whether to get the microchip. Mm-hmm. I didn't know how inclusive it is, and maybe you can answer that question and help relieve some of my fears. So my son, this is why I'm speaking to you. He actually got a on our other collar. I put her fancy collar on for TV, but on our other collar we have one of those air tag things. And so I'll put some information in the comment so you can kind of lead you to some more information about the air tag thing. GPS
okay, then because I never even heard of that. Yeah. So I'm glad y'all told me about that. But yes, Ptah, do that.
I sure will. Well, thank you for calling in.
Okay, you're welcome. Have a good evening.
Yep, you too as well. Thank you. So I'd like to remind everybody who's watching at home right now, this is a live call-in show. If you have any questions, I have Miss Carrie here from Find Toby in PA. It's a pet finder app that does wonderful work throughout the South Central community, South Central Pennsylvania, and returning pets to their owners. And so we're having a wonderful conversation. So please call in if you want to join the conversation, 717-846-5067. I did have a question. I know because you said you're a 501c3.
We are.
And so for anybody who would like to volunteer, is there some information? Matter of fact, I can write this down too, so I'll put it in the comment. But if you could just say it verbally.
Yeah. So I think you can find a volunteer. The form on the website, findtobynpa.org, is where you'll be able to find the volunteer application. You can volunteer a little, a lot. We have all the different areas, like I said, the page, boots on the ground. If you just want to do fundraising. If you're a media person, we always like those too. If you're into making videos or whatever, you can always use the extra help. Our page is the busiest probably, and boots on the ground, field support are two biggest areas.
And the boots on the ground, meaning would you go out looking for a particular, or you just be vigilant? And how does that work? The boots.
So I'm part of field support, boots on the ground. So what we will do is we'll kind of coach an owner, or a pet sitter. It's common, that you're on vacation, your dog's being pet sit and it bolts out the door. So we're kind of first line support, where we say, hey, in the next 24 hours, this is what a dog traditionally does behaviorally when they're lost. And we'll give them guidance. We kind of wait till the next morning, next afternoon, and if there's nothing, then we go to the next step, which is getting us flyers. Flyers are huge. Not everybody's heard of Find Toby in PA. So just your outreach of the mailman, the FedEx person, the bus drivers, people driving to work. Flyers are a huge tool to get sightings, to try to pinpoint where they're hiding or hanging out.
Yes, ma'am.
Or if someone saw them, pick them up, or whatever it may be.
I did hear a tip that was shared with me from someone that I find Toby. They said to take like the items that the dog was familiar with, like toys and things, and kind of spread it out across like your home. So what I did, I took some of her toys and I kind of shot it across the street and kind of like catty corner to my home.
Yeah.
So that helps when they're trying to, I guess, smell.
Scent. They do. So dogs, I mean, they can smell what, a mile away. So we do tell people, that night, put out food, water, a scent item of their favorite person, usually, whoever they're the most bonded with. Or if they're not bonded with anybody, did they come with a bed, a blanket? Put that out. And with all the technology, people have Ring cameras. Do you have something you can put it in front of to see? Often they circle back at night. It's dark, it's quiet, nobody's out yelling, chasing after them, and they often circle back on their own. They've just run and they hid, and they feel comfortable when life has settled down to just creep back and hopefully make their way back in. It doesn't always happen, but yeah.
Awesome. But I do want to kind of highlight while we have you here on the Find Toby in PA. This is up 1 hour ago in Lebanon, PA. There was a found dog. It was a brown male dog found on Partridge Street. And so there's a contact number there. So if you've seen the dog, if you're listening in Lebanon, and this program does go out through the South Central PA, and it even goes down into, as you say, North Carolina and all points as well. So we have this dog we're looking for, the brown dog. They're found on Partridge Street. Ooh, what is going on with that? And so throughout the little interview, you'll see that I'll kind of go through, once my internet permitting, will allow me to go into that a little bit. As far as you have any stories or any how long you said you've been there? You said 7.
So I met Glenda, who took over from the original woman. I met her 10 years ago.
Okay.
They had trapped a really unique case and were looking for a foster. I said, hey, I'll foster. I can't do long term. She stayed till she passed a couple of years ago. And that's how I met Glenda. But I wasn't actively involved until maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Gotcha.
So, and it started out as trapping. There's a lost dog hanging out at the apartments across the street. The owner is just not able to work with the dog. She's just scared and in survival mode. And you just place this humane trap out and wait for the dog to go in, take the bait.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's that simple. No.
It's that simple.
Okay.
It's not always that simple, but that's a simple one. So.
Well, I'm learning. And the one thing that has been a real assistance to me, and anybody who's a new pet owner that's out there, there's a man named Caesar Milan who has a program. I think he has a couple books out, but he has a program on the Tubi channel. It's Caesar Milan. I think it's called Pet Whisper or something. Oh man, I put that thing on. I can just binge watch that thing. Just learning how the psychology of things, particularly dealing with animals, and how she wants to come to me right now, and how the owners, how the human owners can play a part in their relationship with the dog, and so he does some wonderful things with dog. We're looking to get her into a doggy trainer, so that's what's coming up. So we can learn how to. My wife, she listens to my wife. My wife says sit and everything. And
Mom's boss.
Yeah, mom is boss. I'm the feeder, so I'm the one to kind of giving her the food. Catch his dog when his dog was running. So that's what we would do. It would be a track meet. You just run until you know that whole, and like you said about the eye contact.
It's a threat. They feel threatened. So a lot of times we coach people. It's called calming signals. There's a great 7 or 8 minute video I can share with you then. Yeah, I can make sure you get the link. We try to give it to everybody. I have it saved in my phone so I can text it to somebody immediately.
Okay.
But it explains to you dog behavior and what feels threatening. If she's getting in the trash, you're going to yell, Mocha. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if you're out going, Mocha, Mocha, where are you? She may also feel she's in trouble, and she'll just keep running. Like, oh, I'm lost, and now I'm in trouble on top of it. So those are just some things that we like to share, or, say, do a little bit of the opposite of what human nature is. I didn't know till I started doing this. I did the same thing. Hey, dog, come here, clapping, whistling. It's just what you do. Yeah,
that's how I was raised. Yeah. That's how I knew.
So dogs are a little different, and then you have a cat person. Cats are a whole different story.
Yeah.
They normally go run and hide within 2 or 3 houses. They're small. They tuck in under a deck, a patio, the neighbor's shed. So if they're an indoor, they normally bolt and hide, and you have probably a little more luck at night, going out with a flashlight. You can see eye reflection, leaving out food scent items, just like a dog. And they're a little bit easier to put a humane trap out for because they're smaller right away. So same protocol, just a little bit different on the initial behaviors that they exhibit.
Yes, ma'am. And I did see that Caesar Milan, I think one time it was a dog that was just extremely aggressive to everyone. And one of this, and like I said, I'm interested in psychology, what he did was he immediately sat down. I think he lowered his, instead of towering over the, no, excuse me. This particular dog was pulling away. It was like always kind of running. It was kind of, I guess, afraid.
Yeah.
And so that's what he did. He kind of sat down and kind of like played it cool, like. Yeah. And then, like you said, the dog eventually, I guess he mastered the calming signals.
Yeah. Ignoring them sometimes will win you a million things. People, they say that don't like pets and they come to the house. Where does your pet gravitate towards? That person that ignores them because they're like, I don't feel threatened. But if you ever notice that, that's part of that calming signal.
Right. I have noticed that.
Behavior.
I have a lot of dogs. And
yeah.
He would always come up to me. Like I said, even I'm a grown man. Even up until a couple of years ago, I was like, get your dog.
Yeah. We have a lot.
Get your dog.
Yeah.
And then just noticing from being in the inner city, and dogs that I know that's been in the inner city, when it comes to like reprimanding or say training, so to speak, we were always taught. I was taught. And I've since known that it's incorrect. Like when they wet, you see I got my little pads and things over there. When they would do like defecate in the home or something, they would take the dog's nose. Do you still do that?
I mean, I'm not a trainer. I don't do it with my own. I foster, but no, I just frequent trips out.
It's more about positive reinforcement. And particularly this dog, I'm learning that some of these dogs, are very. I have people say, "Oh, that's a smart dog you got." I'm just like, "Oh, okay. This is a dog that my wife wanted so much, but she is very.
She can come back if she wants.
Intelligent, but I do want to make mention. There's on the Find Toby in PA on Facebook. For those that can see the screen there. We have this wonderful dog, this gray and white Shih Tzu. That's my mother had a Shih Tzu.
Yeah.
It's a Shih Tzu Bajan Poodle mix, found near. This one was actually found. Okay, so when it says found, that means that it's found because it was missing?
Yeah, it was loose. Looks like it was just a sighting, but now they have it leashed, so they changed it to secured and found.
Okay, but they're still looking for the owner.
Still need an owner.
So this is 1 hour ago there in Mechanicsburg, PA. A gray and white Shih Tzu mix found near 114 Mulberry Crossing. I guess found in a CV9 school. So if you're in that viewership area, we want you to make sure that you do your due diligence and reach out to Find Toby. We want to make sure we get those dogs where they need to go. We did have, and this is my only experience that I've had with a dog growing up is a Shih Tzu. My older sister. So when I was about like 9-10 years old, we did have a dog briefly. Then we just went full out Catville, and so that dog didn't like me at all. But it was real cool dog. But like I said, this is an hour-long program. Anybody have a question, you can call in 717-846-5067. We're kind of freestyling here. Moga's not used to the television, y'all, so we're going to try to get her. Look in the camera right there. Say hi to everybody. What we're going to do We actually put her. They're in Central, down by Central Market in York. They 2 weeks ago they had a dog Halloween dog
I
costume.
saw that. Yeah, contest.
So we didn't have a chance to get her registered, but we did put her. We had this wonderful little Halloween little sweater on her, and we kind of took her down there for a walk. So
Did she tolerate it?
Yeah, she was cool. She loves being around.
Does she?
She loves being around different people. In particular, she loves being out at night, and she loves being around like the city areas. We do take her out to the. And anybody who's listening, if you're looking for a dog park, I know here in York, PA, in the city, there's a dog park located near the Rabbit Transit station, right there underneath the bridge of the College Avenue. However, there is a dog park that we actually take her to that we just found out about near Nixon Park.
John Rudy
Park. John Rudy Park. That's a wonderful area you can take your dog to, and they have them segmented in different areas. So if you're unsure about having your dog around like bigger dogs, you don't have to worry about all that. They have a area for big dogs, area for small dogs, little water fountains there as well.
Yeah,
so
for drinking.
That's where we come, and then honestly, a lot of the education into I actually sit down with an actual trainer that I get from other dog owners, and so we go out there and she meets her different people, and so now I'm part of the dog community now. So yep, I got my calling card here.
There's a dog park I think down in Red Lion too. I forget the name of it, but that's supposed to be a nice one. Okay. Somewhere Red Lion direction.
Mm-hmm. Well, I certainly would check that out because that's one thing that me and my wife, and we're finding that it's actually kind of bringing our family kind of together. We all kind of like share different responsibilities, and we all kind of clamor to take her for walks, and it's great because it allows me to kind of de-stress, get away from some of these electronics, get off of my phone and just kind of go do my little nature boy thing. And I got a little partner. Who would have thought? I know some of y'all is looking at me like, Ptah Shakur, I can't imagine Ptah Shakur with a dog. Yeah, so we got a beautiful dog here. Any challenges that you find in your experience in what you do?
Yeah, so I actually have, she's actually running this area right now. I have a case that's a huge challenge. The flyer that you have up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to move my TV.
No, you're good. Yeah, so there are some dogs that are a huge challenge, and she's one of them. She's been running the York area, city east to west for 2+ months. She's not food motivated. She will just pop up at random on either end, but not at the same spot. So, So she's been an absolute challenge on where to place equipment, get her to food stations, and try to get her secured and up to the SPCA for vetting and the rest of the process. So there are hard cases like that.
So I'm trying to move my screen here so you can see behind me I have let me just kind of swing it this way. Make sure this thing don't fall. So we have the lost dog there, and the phone number to get in contact is 717. Come on now, move the screen a little more. Yeah, here we see. It goes. Is it 65656? I can't see it right now.
You're 659-0634.
659-0634. This is a lost dog here locally in the area. This is what we're filming at is near Albemarle Park. So now you all can see the picture pretty good.
Once you get it.
Yeah.
I actually tried to hand catch her right here in the park, and she just went the other direction from me. So.
There we go.
Good.
So we're going to kind of get this. What kind of breed the dog is? I can't even really.
She's like a big Swiss Mountain.
A what?
Like a Swiss Mountain dog, like a Burmese Mountain. Yeah, she's a big girl. No owner has come forward so far, so I don't know if she was left out to fend for herself, if she's migrated from another area and has taken up residence here in York. So hopefully once she's in and safe, we can determine, if she has an owner. But yeah, she's been a challenge. It's been 2+ months I've been trying to secure her.
Mm-hmm. So were you a person when you were younger, kind of growing up? Did you always have pets and things in your home, or?
We did. I started dragging stuff home around 6. I'm 6 years old. Just dragging
You
cats
say,
home.
oh, you say
Yeah.
stuff homes. I'm like, what kind of animals
Cats,
we're talking about?
Yeah, so
Cats?
I've always been a big animal person, and so is my family. So
Okay.
we're always involved in something. Or
No animals, like more, say, exotic type of animals, any type of
not me.
parrots or.
No, I'm not a bird person. I'll
Oh, yeah.
save them, but then they've got to move on. Yeah, no, we post that kind of stuff though. So you'll see pigs, goats, iguanas, guinea pigs, rabbits. We'll post anything like that. So they do come through the page as lost, found, or sighted.
I know a personal friend of mine, a gentleman. I don't know. He used to live here in York, but he went down to Florida. He had the alligator.
Oh yeah.
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 And so unfortunately, as soon as he moved down to Florida, then someone actually stole
him.
his
Yeah.
alligator. And
It's
so
sad.
it's really sad. And we was hoping that, I was speaking to him when he came up to visit. It's just kind of sad because most people, if they would find that particular animal, they would like return it to the wild, not understanding that they may not have any type of relationship or familiarity with the wild, So.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been a domestic alligator, so
Yeah.
he's got to go out and fend for himself. So it was very sad that happened.
Yeah, I gotta kind of get a little update to see if it's been found or not. And so I have another dog I want to kind of make mention to. They're on the Find Toby app. Yeah, you can see pretty well. It's a glare. I can't really see too good with this camera here, but you can see pretty well. This is I'm just going to make the screen a little bit bigger. Now I lost the name of the dog. What the name of the dog was?
I think it was a stray they secured.
So this is in Harrisburg. The dog is found. Small male dog, no collar. Found near Progress Avenue, near the Progress Fire Department. So if you see this particular dog here, and this is one of them cool little dogs.
He's cute.
We had I did have a neighbor that had a palm tree, like a mix between a palm.
Pomeranian.
Yeah, she was a little meanie. much different than Mocha there. That was like I said, I had so many bad experiences growing up. I've had this kind of. I'm not ashamed to say it, but I have had family members ago that have been part of some type of like dog fighting and pit bulls and things of that nature.
Sad.
And so that's pretty much my experience of all my cousins and things had these huge pit bulls in their yard, and so everybody, of course, little kids and everything, just take off the gate and kind of walk freely amongst the dogs, but not me. One particular. I think this is I need to have a little psychiatry couch here. This is my trigger here. It was a Doberman Pinscher. My cousin Corey Daniels had these huge Doberman Pinschers, and everybody was going to his house into his yard for a cookout. And I remember opening the gate, and it's that fear. I was fearful, and so as soon as I turned the gate and I turned around, I got this Doberman Pinscher right here in the middle of my face, and he bit me just a nip. It was a nip. He nipped me in my elbow, and that just started the whole psychosis that I'm I'm doing my due diligence to remove all my different fear, including fear of public speaking, which I'm doing on this particular broadcast here. But I'm just kind of getting rid of all my fears, and so that was. It took me a while. Like I said, I was maybe like 9-10 years old, and I just swore that after that I said I'm done with dogs.
Done with dogs, yeah.
Now, are you familiar with golden doodles?
Not overly. I mean, I've had to trap them. I have friends with them, but I've never had one.
Because the thing is, my wife wanted to get a golden doodle mini, and this is where it's helpful for me going around to these different dog parks and things. I didn't know they get so big.
Some get really big, like standard poodle-y. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have that poodle in them.
So there's I guess there's doodle regular, and then there's the mini, and then I'm also learning that there's toys as well. And I'm thinking like, man, this is just opening up a whole new like part of my brain. Like, how in the heck do you make a toy dog? You like
breed them down, smaller and smaller.
I guess you have I guess you would have like a mini dog, and then the dog would procreate with a toy, I guess.
Something bigger.
Do
Yeah.
you do that? I didn't know.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I have a bunch of mutts at my house that are just whatever.
How
Some
many?
I've
How many
trapped.
do you have? How many?
I have a house full, so I usually end up with the behavioral cases, ones that aren't probably going to fare well or present well to an adopter. I end up keeping some that I've trapped. I've kept after their stray hold is up because they had issues. So, if I do foster any that come through and they're that perfect scenario, we make sure they get adopted out. So, so yeah. But
What does a person need to do in order to adopt a dog? Is it something simple?
So that'll depend by rescue. So York SPCA, which is our local shelter here, they have their own adoption process. All the different rescues follow somewhat of the same protocol, but applications, some do home visits, whether it's in person or virtual, and then all their fees and requirements.
Yeah,
differ
that's
by
what I was going to ask you about,
place,
like the
yeah.
fees and things for anybody's out there looking to take a.
Yeah, we don't do any of that. We're strictly lost found, but so that will vary by org. Things too people should do, like we talked about flyers. If you have a lost or found dog, is call 911. We're so used to social media. We still have a lot of people that do call 911 or the animal control officer, file a report with the SPCA, and then also get it on our page. Those are some things I think people forget nowadays because we're so social media focused, but those old school ways are still great ways to get the word out to get you reunited with your pet.
Awesome. So we're going to try to do our due diligence and get some more of these pictures out. I guess this one has a little peacock. I think my internet kind of went down a little bit.
Yeah.
But no
That's
problem.
right.
And so this, like I said, this is Mocha. My whole plan is for Mocha is to have a Facebook page for Mocha because we have quite. Oh my goodness! This is what I'm going to do. Hold for one moment. I'm actually going to put the screen down. I've been holding it for the last couple of moments. I'm just pretending to fall and break. But yeah. So Mocha here, we're looking to have a YouTube little show for her and just show different examples of her a day in the life of Mocha. We take her. My wife takes her to. We found out that Starbucks has something called pup cups, where they have like a. I don't even know what's in it. Hopefully, dogs can't. Because dogs can't have chocolate, right?
It's whipped cream. It's usually just whipped cream.
But that's true though. Dogs can't have chocolate.
They shouldn't.
Yeah. Okay. All we do is just do straight little puppy food or whatever. But yeah. So my wife kind of takes her to get these little pup cups and things of that nature, kind of show her off and everything like that. So it's kind of fun.
They like it. Love it.
And even when you have a day where you're just so stressed out, or there's so much things going on in this world right now that can kind of leave you kind of perturbed and kind of concerned about different things going on. But when you come home and just have an animal, you can just sit and just watch. Like, what are you like right now? Like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on inside the gears inside our head, and how calm and how this almost like a childlike energy that I kind of get. So it kind of reminds me to make sure that I'm in that particular kind of mindset.
They're always happy to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She loves. Oh my God, she is so fast. And
She's fast.
Yes. I consider myself to be somewhat of a track star, but yeah, she kind of takes off. And the one funny thing that I have experienced with her, that we have one of those leashes where it's kind of like telescopic, I guess, kind of
retractable.
Retractable. That's the word I was looking for. And when we go out for walks or runs, the first thing she does is deliberately kind of track me up. She'll kind of. Yeah. And it's almost like a science to it. She'll bring like a ball. I'll throw the ball. She brings the ball to me. She brings it. She runs around, traps my feet, then drops the ball. So, of course, I get myself out of the little trap, throw it again, and she has a whole type of little system that she concentrates. She does. I'm thinking the person that we got the dog for must. I don't know if they kind of taught some of that or they just naturally pick up on some of this information. No, you can't eat that. Can't eat that.
Oh, she ate the phone cord.
Yeah, we can't. Can't have you eat the phone cord. Mr. Cliff would kind of get on me for that. So I don't know. This is kind of the first little foray with Mocha on this wonderful broadcast here, and so like I said, we got about 8 more minutes here in this broadcast. Here we're here with Carrie, here with the Find Toby in PA, and now you can see the screen a little bit better now. So you see the lost dog that we've been trying unsuccessfully to get here in the area. So you can feel free to call in to the number. Like I said, it's 717-659-0634. You can see really, really clear now. So we want to make sure that we find the dog and do not chase. We do not want to cause any type of accidents or anything. And I definitely will. Please send me that information for the calming signal because
I will.
I do see certain strays out in the community and things of that nature. I didn't know like what to do, so I just like okay, well, I guess I'll just kind of keep moving. I guess the natural thing is the like you say call the police. Is there someone in the police department that actually handles?
So it depends. So most people call 911. There's a dog. I found a dog. I saw a dog. York City itself, here with us, they have an animal control officer specific to the city, and then we also have an animal control officer that covers most of the rest of York, not all of it. Some of the townships and boroughs are state dog warden, so you'd have to call them instead. There is a list on the York SPCA website where you can look by township and find out who you need to call. So that would be a resource too that people can reference. But most of them call 911 and then the officer knows who to contact. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they can't take them right away and people need to hang on to them till the next morning. So the end result of that can vary as well. But not all departments are equipped or able to take the dog at that time. They'll have to have animal control do it.
Because I believe the SPCA, they had something maybe about a month ago. I guess where they once a year or once or whatever they kind of get the dogs out of their storehouse.
Clear the shelter.
Yeah, clear the shelter.
Clear the shelter.
Yeah,
that was maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah. Okay. That's around the same time she was missing.
Right,
that's why I was just like, I don't want her to go in there and then she get cleared out because then somebody would love to kind of take her home.
Yeah. There's stray laws, so and they're listed on our website, so you can go on findtobypa.org. And there is PA law if you're in Pennsylvania. Sorry for those that aren't. You'll have to find your state dog law. But we do have those on our site since we're based here that you can go through and read and find out the details and timing and stuff like that. So.
And then kind of could double back because this is something that I'm really interested in. Like I was saying about the microchipping. So
yes.
do you have microchips for the animals in your care, or what's your?
Mine are microchipped. It's just another form of identification and proof of ownership for the owners. Mm-hmm. You have to have a license for them, but somebody can easily take off your dog license. It's a tag on a collar, and then how do you prove ownership? Of course, your dog's going to know you more than often than not, but it's just another level of protection to make sure your dog gets back to you.
And does the dog need to be kind of sedated, or is it pain?
Nope, it's like a little injection. It's like a small piece of rice. There's 2 different sizes per pet size, and it just gets injected back, I think, at the shoulder blade area. It's a quick pinch, kind of like a shot. Okay. And it's in there. You'll be given a serial number, like the woman that called. It comes with a serial number that you go on any of the sites. You can go on the actual chip manufacturer site. There's several different ones. So you can go to that specific one, and there's a free site, the name escapes me. You could go there as well. That is kind of a generic. You can register any chip there. It's free, and make sure that your information is in there. Should she or your pet get lost, and they can scan and find you quickly.
Okay.
Yeah. Their collars will come off too. You know, they can.
Yeah.
ID will slide off, so.
And then the battery of it is only good for a particular period of time and things of that nature. So, but thank you for that information because I don't know anybody that has their dog or their pet chipped and everything. So that was like a concern.
So your chip's lifetime for them. So
It doesn't need
you can scan it anytime. There's no life to it. Your AirTag, you'll have to recharge.
Yeah.
Your GPS will definitely
Yeah, that's
charge.
irritating. And then even when I
Yeah.
give her baths and everything, kind of take that off. And so.
Yeah, unfortunately. But it's a good thing to have. She's got your tissue.
No, I need that. Okay. So we're getting ready to kind of close the program. Like I said, this is Carrie from the Find Toby NPA. So if you're looking to get in contact with Find Toby NPA, it's findtoby.org, or is it
FindTobyNPA.org is the web, and then Find Toby NPA is on Facebook.
So go ahead and check them out. They're doing wonderful work, because if you ever had a pet that was missing like I have, we had poor Mocha that kind of darted out. She wants to explore the world. And so if you want to kind of have that peace of mind, make sure you get microchipped. And if in any case where that does not, you're unable to reclaim them, definitely check out the Find Toby app. And like I said, thank you for coming. And
Thank you.
And please keep us in mind, because we do want to make sure that we do our due diligence. I'll make sure that my TV stand is a little bit more secure. I'll bring my tools, make sure it's secure. We want to make sure that you get the wonderful, the mission of your program out to everybody. So
Thank you.
we
We
greatly
appreciate it.
appreciate you all. So, like I said, this is the Hour Power broadcast. B was being calm and nice and relaxed.
She did good.
Now she's kind of hyping up a little bit. So, next, please stay tuned. Sharif Hamed will be back with me next Wednesday as well. We have wonderful guests. Matter of fact, we actually have guests all booked up through November. So this is shown to be a wonderful program where individuals do pay attention to this program. So if you do have, like I said in the very beginning, you do have some youth that you would like to highlight. There's a young man I will efforting to get on this program. He has his I believe he's like in his 20s, and he has children. I think he has a 9-year-old and he has a 12-year-old, and they actually have their own clothing line here in York, PA. We got so much talent and so many wonderful feel-good stories that need to be heard, and we want to hear different, diverse opinions as well. Whether we're getting close to the political season as well, so if you want to kind of call in and share whatever particular candidate, we believe in diversity. And in order for us to move forward and move and create this heaven on earth, which I truly believe that we're in that function of time, is that we got to make sure that we are opening our ears and opening our hearts. Just someone has something to share that you may not be familiar with, we got to make sure that we give them that due diligence to express themselves. As well, we want to make sure that our youth, our hooded youth, they need us. They need us now more than ever. The music is kind of taking them astray, and they need our guidance. And if you have anything, we're back on there now. So if you have something, we know you have a gift to share with these young people. So let's stop being afraid of our youth. Let's not talk bad about our youth. Let's make sure we get involved and do our due diligence to create this heaven on earth. This is Ptah Shakur, and so I will see you next Wednesday. Love and light to you all. Hit this button here.
God, you did good. You're a good girl.
All right, let me check. There's a little delay. Perfect time. I'm getting better.
Did you?
Comfortable sharing that information out. So now go ahead and close the portion of the program.
You were a good
Yeah, she's active.
girl. She did good.
All right, so we're off there. Thank you, thank
Oh,
you,
sorry.
thank you.
I know you were still on.
Yeah, so we're fine. Oh, shoot, let me turn this off.
Thank you for the invite. I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Call her off there. I'll go ahead and take the call. Yes, this is the Hour Power program. You're live on TV. May I ask who I'm speaking to? Are you there?
You went down, girl?
Yeah,
No?
you can go ahead and let it down. She's now. Frolic, we're going to take her for a little walk in a little bit.
So do you have more after this, or are you done? Whoops.
Oh, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, so we just do a hour a week broadcast, and I have a program on Monday in which the program that I have on Monday is called Ptah Shakur. And that's where I kind of go into certain aspects like meditation.
She found her toy.
Oh, there we go.
It was under the table, yeah. You want me to throw it?
That could have kept her kind of still for a little bit.
She didn't do bad for a puppy. She did great. You did great, except for your door appearance.
Well, let me go ahead and walk you out. Let me put her in leash on. Come on, girl.
You want the potty?
She's pretty good with the whole potty thing, too.
That's good.
Oh, come on. Oh. Yeah, I come home at 6 in the morning, and that's what she wants to do.
Oh, so you work overnight?
Yeah, I do security overnight.
Oh, do you? That's late.
Yeah, so when I come in through the door, she just wants to be
She's like,
party time, go for a walk and everything. All right. See, this is what she does.
girl, she's puppy. She is all puppy. You are puppy.